Here's some truth for you, fam. If the Democrats really cared about people, the low-income people, like they say they do, and as Black Lives Matter, they would be fighting for rent cancellation. Are they, fam?
No.
So what do we got over here? What do you got here? This is just so Mr. Furley. If you don't know who Mr. Furley is, that's Mr. That's a Mr. Furley over there of sorts. Mr. Furley was the landlord in Three's company. In Louisiana, they have opened up the courts. LOL, landlords are trying to get into the New Orleans courthouse so they can evict people during the pandemic, but these protesters won't let them. Johnny, is there any volume on that?
Let's hear it.
We don't get! We don't get!
That's amazing.
So there's more.
There's another one, right?
See, yeah, they'll show this thread. So before that,
This is
look, there's so many.
Yeah, I want to see these,
Let's
Johnny.
start from the top. Let's start from the top. Okay. Demonstrators protesting evictions have blocked off both entrances to the First City Court, which handles evictions on the East Bank for rents less than $3,000.
Evictions do equal death. Evictions do equal death. Bottom line, plain and simple. You know, with the Big Short, they have that thing when unemployment goes down 1%, that means like 100,000 people die. And that's just the cold hard facts in a capitalist society that we live in, fam. Money equals resources. You don't get resources, you die.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing right now. The Democrats, okay, here in California, who have a supermajority, are still leaving people out to die.
That's the thing. We should be thriving with the Democrats here in California, but they act like Republicans, so really we have no opposition here, no left here.
So give us another one, Johnny. Once again, older generation looking to just throw the young kids out on the street. They have all the assets. They don't have to pay big taxes. They don't get their capital gains tax is half the price of the taxes that we pay, our generation, right? They get to make more money. And now here they are trying to throw people out on the streets just because they want to make sure that their profits are sound in the bank. These don't look like people out there that are really suffering. You know what I'm saying? Give him his property back. He said, get your property, get over here. Another one? Oh, that's the Mr. Furley one. He's got the belt with the tan and the blue shirt. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing black shoes. Wear brown shoes, dude. Come on, dude. He's got the striped shirt. Look at him. He's got that brown, you know.
That's
nice little
I
watch.
Mean, guess why they have to do that? Because the politicians aren't doing their jobs and saying, you know what, we can't allow this right now. We have an economic crisis. We have a pandemic. We need to give people more time. We need to find a solution. We shouldn't have had them pay rent. We should have frozen it so they didn't have to pay rent, and we should have canceled it from the start. But no, we're not going to do any of that. So why are these people out there doing this? Because this is their life they're fighting for, basically. Yeah. They're going to be evicted in the streets. That is how big this is. They have every right to protest. In fact, this is something that should be happening across the nation.
Yeah.
Across the nation.
Our stuff ain't opening yet, but when it opens there, you can bet there's going to be a lot of people in front of that LA courthourhouse over there and stuff. I know that I'm going to stand in front of the Pasadena courthouse if I have to. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing, fam. As soon as this pandemic hit the United States, Trump should have had a team just like when he gets minutia. Get in a room, figure what we're going to do with the rent situation, right? Same thing with Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats. Same thing with Congress. Get in a room, figure out what you can do to solve the situation. You got in a room and you figured out how to give the big corporations like the defense contractors and Boeing and all their money, you know what I'm saying? They got all their scott all right away. You figured that out. Here, sign your name on a paper. We'll give you millions of dollars. We'll keep the stock market inflated. But the average day people on the streets, you're going to let them get thrown out? I think, fam, it's planned. It's a more consolidation of wealth. You get people out, you evict them from their houses, you throw the renters out on the street, you redo the place, you put it up nicely.
It's a whole scam,
It's a whole scam, and guess who's getting scammed? You. The 99% down below. Well, I don't know, the 96%, because the 4% is part of the owners. The lower class, the middle class, the everyday worker, you're getting screwed.
And some people say that some landlords are suffering. Yeah, the smaller landlords are suffering. It sucks for them too. But again, they should also be getting help from who? The freaking government, because we're in a pandemic. People aren't going to be able to work, so they're not going to be able to pay, and they're not going to waste a lot of their money that they could possibly get on food. We don't know what's going to happen on rent. I'm sorry, that there needs to be. This is why there should have been social safety nets in place to take care of this. But guess what? All this proved was that we needed those things that Bernie Sanders was running on, and of course that we're not going to get because he folded to Joe Biden, and now Joe Biden is denying any sort of help. So
Joe Biden is my friend. I appreciate you don't talk to him like that. We went together. We got a knish. We love each other.
Shut up, Bernie.
Sorry. Let me tell you something else too about this whole situation. If you're a human being, this is the way we treat each other, and you're a landlord, and let's say you have one house that you own and one house that you rent out. There's a lot of people who own that house, that one house, that they count on that income so they can put their kids through school and have a decent way of living, or maybe just meet their bills nowadays because it's so tough. It pays to be a good landlord and a good person. You know what I'm saying? In any situation, when you own a building or if you own another place and you're a shit landlord, it's going to come back to haunt you in these times with now. You know what I'm saying? It just pays. This is something when I worked as a landlord, when I would fight with my corporations to say, listen, I need to take care of this person's garbage disposal and I need to take care of their thing. This is serious. I've had serious situations when I was a property manager when I argued with my corporations at time, who I worked for, because I worked for 3 different corporations. I can tell you one of them was great, and they would always be for the people, and I thought they were awesome. And in a situation like this, they probably were able to work out stuff and get some leeway, because there are a lot of landlords working out with their tenants and stuff. But the shit ones, they were going to probably get screwed, and they're going to be the first ones to try to go in there and throw people out on the street. You're either a good landlord or you're a slumlord. And if you're a slumlord right now, I hope they don't let you get in the building. There's more slumlords than there are than good landlords. And that's the problem, because once again, when you see housing and you make just people for profits and you look at them as a number and not a person, things go awry, and that's what capitalism does. So I'm glad to see the younger generations, the one that Michelle Obama says they know more about their cereal. I'm glad to see them blocking the freaking door and stuff like that. Oh, if Michelle Obama's the pick, remember people said that Michelle Obama might come in from the dugout?
I don't know. We still got to see tomorrow, right? We'll see if it comes true tomorrow.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, this guy looks like a paisan.
Where? He looks like,
He flicked him off. Look, he's got what's it called? The loafers.
Yeah, he's got the penny loafers with the shorts. He's got the penny loafers with the shorts. He's so pissed off because they canceled the track.
And you want to know what you can get in Louisiana for a 1-bedroom is like, you can get like a 1-bedroom for like $700 there. Like it's New Orleans isn't that expensive. Louisiana is one of the cheaper places to live in. Imagine what's gonna happen here. It's just hilarious. Like literally a 1-bedroom is like $1,800, $1,600 at the least. Like if you're lucky, $1,600.
This man suggested they arrest that fat bitch in charge.
No, I smell way better. How about that? Why don't y'all go fucking protest something that means something?
That does mean something.
What, that you should be a squatter somewhere? Yeah, no, pay your bills.
Squatter? Really? What an elitist prick.
See, I wish I was going to talk to him.
What an elitist prick.
That is an elitist prick. This guy's got no compassion
Go protest
whatsoever.
something that means something. Oh, I guess a roof over my head doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to go, I'm going to go die now. Like, fuck you.
Some people are just fucking so programmed into the capitalist system.
That's the attitude, fam. That's the attitude we saw in Beverly Hills when Johnny was doing his thing. It's like, why don't they just go somewhere else?
Why don't they get a job?
Just push them
away.
Get a job. Get rid of them.
Get a job when fucking 50 million people have filed for unemployment.